Hey guys, my name's Matej, and in this video I'm going to tell you about 10 plugins I use on every WordPress website that I build. So let's get right into it. The first one is Classic Editor. I cannot stand the Gutenberg editor, so therefore I just install the Classic Editor plugin so that I can just don't have to deal with it. I don't even have to look at it, and that's basically my only reason. So I like Classic Editor for blog posts. It just makes life a whole lot easier, and there's a reason why that's one of the number one installed plugins. If you go into the plugins page on WordPress, there's a reason for that. Number 2 is Elementor. Before Elementor, I absolutely hated page builders. I thought they were rubbish, and I used to like doing everything in code. However, Elementor did a really good job making a very easy to use page builder that actually did what you want. So I started using it, and ever since then I've been using it because it just makes life really easy. So if you need a page builder for your WordPress website and you just don't want to do everything in code anymore because it just takes so long, then get Elementor. It's really good. Take my word for it. The third plugin is Elementor Headers and Footers. So if you're working on a budget and you don't want to pay for Elementor Pro, you can get Elementor Headers and Footers, and that allows you to actually adjust the headers and footers using Elementor, but without having to pay for the Pro version. So it's basically exactly the same thing, except it just gives you the option to set the headers and footers, and you can set it to specific pages, specific posts, whatever you need. It's basically there, and everything you need is there. So that's a really good plugin. The fourth one is Yoast SEO. I like Yoast SEO. I've been using it for a long time, and it just does the job really well. It's really easy to use. It's user friendly, so you don't have to do any tutorials or anything really to figure it out. It's pretty straightforward, and it gets the job done. So I'd recommend Yoast SEO for an SEO tool that will do your meta descriptions, meta titles, even does sitemaps automatically, all that kind of stuff. It's really good for that. So I'd go with Yoast SEO. The fifth one is Contact Form 7. I've been using Contact Form 7 for a long time, and I like the fact that it's mostly code and you can just edit what you need. However, if you're not that savvy with code, then I would go with WP Forms. That's another really good one that is very user friendly, and you need to know less code. But I like the customizability of Contact Form 7, which is why I use it. Now, the sixth plugin that I use is Redirection for Contact Form 7. And basically what that allows you to do is you can redirect the form after someone's filled it out to a page. So for example, you can redirect it to a thank you page, and you can track that thank you page so that you know when somebody has actually submitted the form, and that's why I use it. And that's a really good plugin. It's just very easy to use. It integrates right into Contact Form 7, so you can just do everything in that interface, and it's just very easy. So I like to use that one. Now, the seventh plugin I like to use is called Duplicate Page, and basically this is because WordPress didn't have an option to duplicate pages within their system. So if you have a page and you just want to use the same template and just change the content, you can't do it without using a plugin. So this plugin allows you to duplicate pages, duplicate posts, basically duplicate everything within WordPress, so you can very easily do it and then just use that to recreate the next thing if it's using the same template. So that's why I like that one. The eighth plugin I like to use is just called Redirection, and basically it allows you to take care of redirects on your website very easily. So for example, if you change the URL of a page, or you find that you've got a 404 somewhere, you can easily set that redirect in, and it even has the option to keep track and do them automatically. So if you change URLs in WordPress, it'll just automatically redirect it to the new one. So it's a really good plugin for taking care of your redirects. I highly recommend it. The ninth plugin that I like to use is called WP Analytics Events. And basically what this one does is it allows you to set classes or IDs to track when somebody clicks buttons or does all kinds of stuff on the website, but through the plugin. So you don't have to do a lot of coding. All you have to do is set the parameters for what you want to track in that plugin. And then you just set the button, for example, that you're tracking. You put the class or the ID on the button, and then it'll send that signal every time someone clicks it. It'll trigger it to actually show up in Google Analytics as an event, which then allows you to track that as a goal. And that's how you can track conversions through analytics for things like button presses, if somebody presses the phone number, the email, things like that. So this plugin makes it really easy. And the 10th and final plugin is called WP Headers and Footers. And basically that plugin just allows you to put code in the header or the footer of your whole website. So for example, if you need to add tracking code, if you need to add the Google Analytics code or the Google Tag Manager code, if you're using that, this will allow you to do it very simply. It just gives you a box, you paste the code in, and it's done. So those are the 10 plugins I like to use for every WordPress website. Hope that was helpful. Catch you on the next one.